Hi, it's Tito Ortiz calling in.
Hey, how are you? This is Amy.
Hi, Amy. How are you?
Good. Thanks for calling.
Good. Amy. Hi, Amy.
Yes, it's Amy. Good, how are you?
Doing really good.
Good. So, I know it must be a crazy day with all the news of the main event changing and the location changing, all that. Is there anything that you've had to do, like, do you have to do new medicals and all that, or is this all...
I did my medicals 3 weeks ago.
Okay. So you don't have to get new ones for Florida. I'm assuming, that the last I heard was it was in Florida. Is that correct?
I don't know. I just did another interview about literally 2 minutes ago, and they said it's possibly in Miami. I was like, let's go. I'm happy. That'd be cool.
Okay, cool.
But I've done all my medicals. I don't think there's any other medicals a human being can do to show that he's healthy. I've done my heart, brain, my whole body, everything. So I don't think there's any other test that you can do to show that I'm not ready to fight.
Yeah, awesome.
Done like 2 weeks ago, so.
So it sounds like you're excited for the change. I would think that it would be, like any kind of change in fight week would be kind of not something ideal, but it sounds like you're excited about it.
Yeah, the happy thing that I'm really, really happy about is my weight's low. My weight's where I want it to be. This is the lightest I've been. Gosh, I can't even remember the last time I was this light. Maybe 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Maybe longer than 15 years ago? I'm walking around right now at 215.
Wow.
Which
Yeah.
really light for me. Especially a week out of a fight. But, I put in the work. I've done everything I needed to do. In a 4-week span, I think the muscle memory has been a huge success for me through my life. Eating healthy, staying healthy, eating clean, taking care of my body because the muscle memory has bounced back faster than I thought it ever would. My timings is good. I'm not going to say great, but it's good where I'm ready to fight. 8 rounds, I'm ready to fight. Let's fight. I'm in shape for 8 rounds. I've been running 4 miles a day for the last 5 weeks, 7 days a week. So I put in my road work. I've been sparring 3 times a week for the last 5 weeks. I put in my work. I'm ready. I'm ready to fight.
So
I got my last sparring session in today. We did 8 rounds, and it was easy.
So how different is a training camp for a boxing fight versus an MMA fight? Obviously, we know you're not doing any groundwork, but is there anything different outside of that, conditioning-wise or anything really?
Conditioning-wise is a little bit more conditioning, a little less of weights. I don't have to lift a lot. Before I would have to lift for endurance and so forth because wrestling was the biggest thing. The body pressure, the weight, the takedowns. I don't have to worry about kicks. I don't have to worry about knees. I don't have to worry about elbows. I have to worry about two hands and footwork. The road work, once again, it's been 10 years since I've ran 4 miles. And the last 5 weeks, I've been running 4 miles 7 days a week. And that's the first time I've been able to do that. And once again, I got to be thankful for my doctor who gave me my surgeries that I've been able to do it. I've been able to put in the work. And it just makes me excited because for the first time, I feel so damn healthy. I feel great. I feel young. I feel just reinvigorated. And I think a lot of it has to do with not have to wrestle. I don't have to wrestle. I don't have to do jiu-jitsu. And that was so much work. That was more work than boxing and kickboxing was the wrestling. That was so hard on the body. So much just strenuous, rigorous, just hard training on the body. It beats the body down completely. And this is totally different. I can stand get punched in the face compared to having to wrestle someone every day. That's hard on the body. Really, really hard on the body. It's a lot easier boxing. But still, you got to watch out from getting punched. You got to use a lot of head movement. It's more of a sweet science. You got to use more methodical, more just mental training, I think, than anything.
And did you watch, and this is probably a terrible fight to take anything from, but the Jake Paul and the Tyron Woodley fight, did you watch that and kind of get an idea for not just, how you don't want to fight, but how fans are going to be reacting to these types of fights? Like, what are your thoughts about fights like that?
I thought Tyron Woodley could have won the fight if he would have thrown more punches, and that helped me because 2 weeks ago, I was the same situation. I'm trying to knock a guy out with one punch. As in MMA, you touch the guys with small gloves, you're going to knock them out. Now I know all about numbers. You're going to win a fight by numbers, throwing numbers. The big punch comes, it comes, but throw numbers. And I think that was the biggest thing that Tyrone had a problem with, was throwing numbers. He wasn't used to it. He's used to watching out for the takedown. You know, a guy throws a 1-2 and hits a double on him. He doesn't want to get taken down. Well, the same situation. If he would have threw a 1-2, 3-4 or a 5-6 following, he would have won the fight. But he didn't. And Jake Paul won the fight by throwing numbers. And I know Flores, Jake Paul's trainer, did an amazing job training him for the fight. Once again, and boxing is a sweet science. You got to know the numbers. It's a number game. You got to win by numbers.
And generally when I'm talking to fighters that have been that have had long layoffs between fights, that usually it's seen as a negative thing. But I think as fighters age, those long layoffs might actually be more beneficial. Gives your body time to recover and things like that. Is that how you feel about it, or did this layoff? Go ahead.
100%. That's why I only fight once a year. I fight once a year, maybe twice at the most, because I want my body and my brain to recover. And it's important to treat your body correct. I mean, it's not like I'm stopped training and then I'm out partying every single day and just not doing anything. Well, it's like a fine tuned machine. I got to keep oiling it. I got to keep doing little small things to, progress it in a better situation. And I think the layoffs are great for me. For me in general, I mean, I'm different than everybody else, but for me, it's good. I mean, I took 18 months off. That's a little long, but I picked it right back up as soon as I got in the gym. So it took about 2.5 weeks to get my shape where I needed to be able to push myself to the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th round. I mean, this fight's only 8 rounds, but still I want to be in shape for the 10 rounds if I needed. Just mentally, it's just a mental process. But my body just bounced right back, and it's just crazy. I think the older you get, the more experience you learn from the things that you do.
Right. So do you plan on sticking with boxing after this fight, or are you going to kind of see how you feel after? Or are you going to go flip-flop back and forth? What's the plan?
I don't know. Right now, I'm focusing on is Anderson Silva, September 11th. I'm not looking past that.
Okay.
And I'm not looking past anything like that of any fights. Besides, I would say the Ryan Bader fight was the only one I thought like that, and I have the same concept right now. But I don't want to look past Anderson. Anderson is a great. I know what I need to do to win, and I'm going to win. I'm going to get my hand raised. All these people are talking about my after. I'm talking about what I'm going to do for the fight, and I know what I need to do. So I haven't looked past this fight yet. Right now, it's strictly Anderson Silva.
And what was the decision to take this fight, as a boxing match with Anderson Silva? I mean, obviously you guys are both 2 MMA legends, but now you're going to be fighting boxing. What was the decision? Was it just logistics, or was it you guys wanted to try something different, or what was the thought process there?
I think trying something different and the opportunity that Triller has given us is to have some fun. Have some fun. Well, to me, hurting someone's fun. Only in a ring.
Yeah.
That's just me. I like it. It's exciting to see my body literally conform to being in shape, seeing just the body structure change completely. I mean, I was 240 pounds 5 weeks ago. I'm 215 right now. My body's transformed completely, and it inspires me, and it makes me want to work hard because I know I can do it, and not to be lazy and to put in the work because I've known how long I've been training and how much I've been fighting, and my body can still do it. When I'm 50 years old, I'm done. I'm out. That'll be it. Right now, I'm 46, and I feel young. I feel better than I did when I was 30s because I have no injuries. No injuries. My timing's great. The repetition is fun for me. I like doing the running. I like doing the sparring. But this boxing match is just – I've always been a fan of boxing. I've always loved it. Anderson Silva's always been a stand-up guy with his striking. He's one of the best. I mean, he just beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. In March. So my hands are full. I'm not supposed to win this fight, but let me tell you, when I get my hand raised, I'm going to shock the world.
You just said something that made me think, a lot of people think that because he just boxed, he might have a little bit of an upper hand, but in some aspects, you have now some tape of him boxing, whereas he's not going to have that tape of you. Is that a little bit of a plus that you've seen him box and recently, so you kind of know what to expect?
100%. And the good thing is he's been dropped a lot of times. He's been knocked down. I haven't been knocked down since I fought Chuck Liddell, 15 years ago? I mean, I've been hit to the body by Rashad and Nogueira, but I mean, I wasn't in fight shape for those fights. And I hope he watches those fights and thinks I'm that type of fighter, because I am not that man anymore at all. I've changed times 10 since then. Just my mentality, my mindset, everything that I've gone through over the last 8 years have just put a positive mentality in my mind to love what I'm doing right now. I don't hate what I'm doing. I don't have to get up and go, God, man, I got to go run. This sucks. Or I had to go spar. This sucks. I'm like, all right, babe, bye. I'm out. I'm going to run. All right, I'm going to spar. I get at the gym. Run on, Jay. Let's go. Let's do this. And I'm excited to do it. It really has flourished my brain in a positive mentality of getting my hand raised, putting in the work, and love doing this. It's fun. It's exciting. I'm excited every day to get up to do it. Before, when I was just such a negative relationship, a toxic relationship, I didn't like it. You know, being with the UFC, it was fun to be on the pedestal that they had, but it was just always being attacked by Dana, or, you know, it was just my relationship with my ex. It was just nonstop. It was too much. I hated it. I didn't like it. That's why I walked away from UFC. But now it's just, life is good. Life is grand. I'm thankful. I have my children, my son Jacob, who's at Arizona State University on full ride wrestling scholarship. You know, my twin boys who are homeschooled now that are learning like no other. They don't have to worry about learning a damn mask. It's just, life is great right now. Life is grand. I'm very, very thankful to be where I am. And if it wasn't for Amber, I don't think I'd be where I am right now. It's just a happy feeling. And I think, you know, at the end of the day, if I can get up and do what I love to do, I'm doing something right. And if I can get paid doing it, having fun doing it, I'm doing something right. And my kids have a smile on their face, and Amber's happy, and I'm happy. I'm living the life I should be living. This American dream is possible, and I'm doing it.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. That's the perfect way to end this. I don't want to go any further, because that was perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye-bye.